Wow.
Saffron Mirror.
Saffron Mirror.
We're going to see how well are they, how good are they at avoiding getting hit, so they don't, or giving hits to the other avatars, so they don't escalate too much.
Yeah, we already seen this deck in play, and how good it can be. How well you can combo up different stats and strats and mechanics with attacking with Saffron
and with Saffron, there is this really delicate balance of when to actually increase your energy and when to increase your leadership, and when to increase your overcharge, because all of these stats are very important for this matchup, because higher leadership will give him more staying power, more opportunity for his avatar to attack his enemy's minions, more opportunities and scaling cards. But then again, he needs that energy to, like we saw last game, to actually play more than one energy card per turn.
Yeah, last game we saw all those energy cards Trump had in his hand, which were all their pretty relatively low energy costs. I'd say like 3 or 4. Some are 2, like Spike Trap. Crowd is already going crazy over this match, and it hasn't even started. We see Mr. KuroGoku dropping the ambush here, and a curse already in play.
And Trump had just 2 energy, so if he plays a unit here, it will definitely be cursed. But with the Cold Claw being probably the one unit that will be played, it won't be that much of a problem, because 1-2-0-2, it's already dealing 1 damage, so it won't be that much of a problem.
He decides to go for the unit.
I must say that this was a pretty good trade for Trump, trading both not triggering the curse and getting rid of that spike trap, so his more valuable minions will survive for longer.
Though in turn he did lose some HP on his avatar. Oh, and we see Goku trying to take advantage of that. Before, also, he already has the energy card that provides him with healing +1 every turn at the end of his turn for his avatar.
And we see Trump with 2 curses in hand, but no minions on the battlefield, so he might want to get rid of one of them, at least, while still somehow protecting his avatar, because if he hits the Daughter of Frailty, it's gonna be very painful for him if he doesn't shield his avatar with a minion. He can also decide to go for a natural resilience and just use that to get some leverage.
He goes for the virulent hag on the lane, dropping the curse in, damaging the enemy avatar.
Now KuroGoku will have to see if he's going to move that Daughter of Frailty, or if it's going to let her stay over there. Or maybe he has something else in mind.
Going for the leadership. All of his talents on leadership, actually.
And that virulent hack showing her true power by forcing him to go into 1 lane. But he decided to land a veteran at this is quite suspicious, because now the Taris will get 2 acid counters, and there'll be quite a good amount of damage coming his way, and giving Trump an easier time of getting rid of it.
Also, we see his unit got cursed this turn.
He also has some Vindicators of his own.
Yeah. Both of them.
He might, so he might be going for some resilience. He might be going to get rid of the curse. There's a lot of potential plays here for Trump. Most of them will give him optimal usage of his resources. but attacking right now is very risky because
Yeah.
he knows the opponent can have a Rudra Knight to finish off his avatar, and looks like.
Oh, he's going in with his Rudder Knight, it seems.
And again, if his opponent doesn't move his Vindicator to this, to the lane with the Witch, then it's going to get even more acid counters on it, ensuring its demise.
Dropping in,
And
the curse.
discarding the curse.
Of course. Almost forgot about that there. And here it goes again. Oh!
Going for the natural resilience, dropping it first, giving him a sizable health advantage against Trump.
Now
We'll
we can
see
already.
if he's going to use the Rudra Knight or the other one to increase. Oh, he's going for
curse?
more curses again.
Attacking the Verlion hag.
Getting rid of the Witch, a very good play.
And 7 damage to the core. He's already begin to be quite comfortable with attacking with his avatar. But this is a mirror match, so both are gonna have the same advantage.
Well, Trump does have a. Actually, he doesn't have any way to really clear that Terrace Vindicator for now.
Yeah.
Unless he's willing to get in an avatar hit on him. Which he probably won't, because it won't be really pleasant for Trump. Still thinking of his options. Maybe the best one would be to... The Rudra Knight did its job, so maybe putting a Rudra Knight in front of the Vindicator would be better than just tossing his Vindicator like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But we'll see.
We still have some options open here.
This way he can get rid of some of his opponent's board while still having a pretty safe avatar, and looks like
Dropping
he's
the
going
curse.
to go for the weakness instead of applying some natural resilience. Honestly, I would have gone with the natural resilience because the curse has 3 targets, and if it hits the Cove Claude, you're really not losing that much.
Yeah, and also he's already really low on HP on his avatar already.
But his avatar right now is pretty safe because of that one blocker.
Yeah, yeah. Oh!
And there goes the
Vindicator, yeah, rip.
there goes the concentrated venom, and it's enough to get rid of his of Trump's
already
Vindicator.
3 attack on his Goku's avatar.
So the Rudra Knight says that his next basic attack has +2 power, which doesn't mean necessarily that turn.
Until he uses it, of course.
So when he uses it, then he loses the buff.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty neat thing to keep around.
already that curse is showing some dire ramifications because Trump has to trade 2 minions to get rid of his Rudra Knight right here.
Yeah.
But at 7 essence, he has access to Phymaxia that will root some unit, preferably the Vindicator.
Yeah. Which makes them completely useless, except for the fact that there's still a blocker.
Yeah, but it's a blocker that then Phymaxia can easily get rid
It's
of.
pretty down on HP. I guess that's gonna be the move here.
Well, that would be the best play here. He's going to go for some
rejuvenation.
resilience,
Okay. Regeneration.
just to get his health total back up. And yeah, that he's going to trade his
Trading.
minions, and he's probably gonna drop the Phymaxia. It just has to keep in mind that it's local,
Yeah.
and yeah, just
I
as we
think
thought.
he can still, move his avatar. Of course, that's
And
the
he's-
next move.
And he's going to hide behind the Phymaxia for safety. We see now that KuroGoku has actually a very few cards in hand.
Yeah.
And none of them are very menacing on their own. With the two Battle Masters, he's gonna get his attack back to a natural 3 damage, but other than that, here he can sacrifice a good chunk of his health
Yeah.
to get rid of the Phageborn. And maybe he'll decide to use
Or
Concentrated
use
Venom.
Concentrated Venom. Really no other way around it.
But this
Going
Saffron,
for the leadership.
This Saffron has the trait that reduces the damage he takes to 3. So it's a pretty safe hit to attack the Phageborn.
There we go. He's gonna go for that.
Yeah, taking only 3 damage.
Buffing our useless Vindicator over here.
And he missed out on 2 damage because he didn't use
Yep.
his skill. Well, we'll see down the line if that
That's-
2 damage mattered.
That's why it's very important to check if you can still use your skill before ending your turn. That would have been really good.
And right now, Trump has the option of double Battle Masters to get rid of his of the opponent's Battle Master, or if he goes for leadership, he's actually gonna be pretty safe behind his double Battle Masters and get rid of the Terrace Vindicator. And it looks like he might be going
Yeah.
exactly for that.
Yeah.
And with another natural resilience, he's gonna get his life total to a pretty comfy 3 health after this.
As long
Because,
as he's safe behind his units.
very powerful, very good move for Trump here.
Yeah.
Taking control of the board and matching his opponent with the Avatar's power.
Back over to KuroGoku, who's
KuroGoku went for overcharge because he desperately
Yeah.
needs some additional cards. He got the Greater Arachne that isn't that useful because they're still just Battle Masters. But he has a Battle Master of his own to match Trump's power.
And another one in hand. Oh, he's gonna go for the snare on the Battle Masters?
He could have just let them be there because next turn he can raise his
Yeah,
energy
he could
and use
definitely-
Acid Mist.
Did he use... Oh, I think he missed Toss Log again.
He indeed did. So that's already 4 damage missed for KuroGoku. Trump deciding on which.
Both players, I feel like they have very few cards.
Yeah, and Trump is a bit of a lead here because KuroGoku already did 2 overcharges, while Trump only did 1,
Yeah.
I believe. We'll see that once we get the stat page
2.
back up.
Oh, 3? 3 now? Another Rudra Knight? And he's weighing whether he should... Oh, he's going for the Concentrated Venom. Get rid of the 4/4. That's going to die next turn.
Now we're gonna see how he's going to develop his. Is he going to force everything in one zone, split it
It
into
looks
2
like
zones?
it. Here we have Last Wish that heals up the core, so when the unit dies, it restores some of the HP to the core.
This is a really good.
This is a good move.
This is a good move because the Acid Mist can go
Plus-
on the left side, and it will get rid of the Battle Master, and the Larva will need 2 turns to get rid of.
Oh, yeah, we always have to switch over to the other side. That was
Yeah.
almost an oopsie.
Yeah, that Concentrated Venom showing its power here. Unfortunately, it's just at the end of the turn, so Trump is still safe at his 3 health.
KuroGoku not left with anything else other than 2 energy cards.
And
But
we have a
both
greater-
avatars are pretty safe since they
Yeah.
have the regeneration on them.
And also, Trump has Orniseth, a very powerful minion right now.
Oh yeah, we saw it in play already.
Because he can play it and attack immediately if he decides to clear the Battle Master with his avatar.
Well, let's see if he's thinking what we're thinking.
The Rudra Knight won't do much because he probably knows about the trait of him not taking 3 that. Unless the trait actually says it doesn't take more than 3 retaliation damage. In that case, Trump can hit him for a hefty 5 damage and threaten lethal on, actually not lethal, but threaten, he can threaten to subdue his avatar, which would be a very big tempo swing for Trump.
Oh yeah.
See, Trump's still thinking, contemplating his next move. The Greater Arachne is probably better suited for some board where you want to stall, but a 4/4 body on this empty board is still pretty good.
Oh, he's going in for the enemy avatar.
He didn't see him really use. He didn't really see him use so much of that toss log, so he's probably safe. But he moved his avatar to the other zone, leaving him open, but still being at a pretty decent 5 life. So his opponent, his KuroGoku, will need a Rudra Knight to get rid of him.
Yeah, I think at this point he's gonna overcharge. Yep, going for another overcharge because he's pretty comfortable with his core HP at this point. Ooh.
And Bran is a very good draw here because it gives him 2 bodies and he can still drop the acid mist on the left side.
Yeah, thanks to that leadership, to his leadership points already being more than 5. It's a good card. It's a good draw.
7 essence 5/3 with unblockable is good, but 2 5/3s with unblockable is really good.
There goes the acid mist.
But he's playing on them on the side where they're actually vulnerable.
Yeah, I guess considering that the units on the left are gonna die at the end of his turn.
And he's going to end turn without attacking Trump.
Yeah,
and that Placid Larva healing Trump back to
considerable
19
amount.
health. Let's see if Trump can find that one more damage. He actually has the Rudra Knight to finish off the avatar.
Yeah, I think he's still choosing attributes, or.
But maybe he wants to get rid of the. Maybe he wants to get rid of the Brown and Corbin twins because that's a lot of damage coming his way. And he can get rid of them with one of his spiders, or he can get rid of one of them now and lock the other one with the spider, or lock them both and let.
Oh yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
He's gonna delay the problem for now.
And that's a subdued avatar.
That's going to be it is. So it only applies to retaliation damage. And with that, he's probably gonna move the Arachne over there.
To the
and
other side
now Trump has a significant advantage over KuroGoku.
KuroGoku's damn.
KuroGoku's draws are
still pretty bad.
Aren't really the things he is looking for because he wants something to be able to get rid of those big 4/4 minions. But these, and unfortunately, he can't use any energy cards now. And those 2 Cove Clods can only deal 2 damage, so that's not good news for KuroGoku.
That's one snare.
He can stop the Rudra Knight for now, but not for long. And now
doing what he can do.
We'll see how
and
Trump
that's it.
will manage to deal with the Night Raven brothers.
Another curse. Let's get him back into the play.
Overcharge here would actually be very painful because right now it's already dealing 5 damage to the core. And I think that Trump is in a good enough position to just keep the cards he has because his opponent has only 1 card left in his hand.
Still choosing the attributes here.
He'll probably want to go for leadership just so he can stay at a healthy life total. without fear of the opponent's Rudra Knight coming in and finishing him off.
Not really. Oh,
And he's
energy.
going for energy.
He doesn't have any really energy cards to use right now, and Toss Log is 2 energy, so don't really see why.
Orniseth, a very powerful play here because he can follow it up with a Witch and a Daughter of Misery.
Yeah. He could delete one of the brothers.
Maybe he wants to delay them even further. With the
He can,
Virulent
one of
Hag,
them.
maybe he wants the Virulent Hag to start chipping away at them.
Huh.
We see him going for the Virulent Hag
Yeah.
and Daughter, cursing his opponent and locking down his weaker side of the board. Interesting play from Trump here. Let's
Get
see,
rid of
and
one.
he's probably gonna get rid of the second
And
one
Toss
with his
Log.
avatar,
And
enabling
That's
his
it.
Toss Log.
restoring 2 HP. Are we gonna see a trade on the right side? 3, 2, 1. Yup, it went out, and
Yeah, a very powerful tempo turn for
that was a
Trump.
good play.
Because now KuroGoku's units are forced to stand there while the Virulent Hag just spits poison at them.
He went for another overcharge.
And that could be very bad for Goku
Yeah,
right now
so far
because
he hasn't really gotten what he was looking for.
a concentrated venom here is good because it can clear one of the spiders or the Rudra Knight, but other than that, it doesn't really do much because of
He's
Trump's
going for the Rudra Knight.
very impressive board on the other side.
And probably gonna clear one of the spiders, of course. Already used his
KuroGoku,
attack.
Also, even if he didn't, there aren't really any options.
Yeah, he's all out of options. No
Now
cards.
let's see if Trump can find the lethal here. Because if he gets rid of the Placid Larva, if he gets rid of the Larva, his opponent's gonna heal for 6. And here's a Bran and Corbin for Trump as well.
Finally, the Orniseth going into play. Seeing some action.
Readying for attack. And yeah, that's lethal.
That's it. That's it.
That Orniseth really showing its power, being able to attack the same turn it is played if your opponent has weaker minions on his side of the board. So that's game 1 for Trump.
Really went on Ozerdomo already. It's gonna be a tough match.
He must know that this is actually a aggro deck, so he's going to want to keep all of his 2-drops. Even the Terrace Vindicator isn't really that good of a play. He might want to fish for more efficient answers. The Natural Resilience will help his avatar to clear the board, but Trump's minions will be mostly low attack. Well, we can see Trump with a very strong opening, and he's going first.
That was a really good hand.
The Focused Sharpshooter is a very menacing turn 1 play.
You can't get rid of him.
Because at the end of Trump's turn, it's gonna get +1 power, and that's just gonna keep on growing and growing until it becomes a really big threat. So KuroGoku might want to just sacrifice some avatar life to get rid of it.
Yeah, then that's exactly what he's gonna do.
Or actually, next turn he can just use the Cove Claw to finish it off.
True, true.
But Trump doesn't end there. He has a Kalai Stinger, and this is the first time we're seeing this kind of card. It has Exalted, and the big thing about Exalted minions is that they are the only ones that can attack avatars, except avatars themselves, of course.
Oh, and he's
So
doing...
we see him here putting on some serious pressure on KuroGoku, who now has the option of he can't really clear both of them because he only has time for 1 Cove Cloud, and whoever he hits is going to drop to 1 health, leaving him open for a potential early early subdue.
All right, so we got rid of that.
He opted not to clear the other one.
And
playing it
that was a
safe.
spike trap. Call to arms.
Called arms for Trump, putting on some serious pressure on that side of the board.
Checking.
He has no leadership
Yep.
threshold cards,
That's gonna be it.
but he's still gonna go for some additional leadership. And he's going to go.
So,
He's probably afraid of that spike trap that's
oh yeah,
for
yeah.
his opponent.
Even though the unit would survive.
Seeing him putting on some pressure on both sides now.
Oh, he's going
Keeping
for the
attacking.
avatar.
Yeah, it's a really good plan to do so right now. Oh, he almost forgot the cannoneer. And even if his opponent attacks the cannoneer here, it's
Quite dangerous.
going to be dangerous for him.
Oh, moving.
And he's going to move everything there, so he's going to force KuroGoku's Saffron to move to the other side.
Another spike trap being drawn.
Spike Trap is usually really good in the early game to get a free kill, giving the player a tempo advantage. But right now, when your opponent can start dropping minions and units that can survive the Spike Trap, it's going to be hard for him to really utilize it properly. Although Trump is playing an aggro deck, so it will prove quite useful.
Leadership it is.
Going for that leadership to raise his health to get out of lethal range.
Playing the spike trap and
Deciding for
probably
this.
Daughter of Frailty.
Yeah, Daughter is his only good play right here. He might want to move, or he's going to give up. He's not actually going to give up that part of the board.
Going for the core.
Going for the core, but again, he's leaving himself open to counter attacks from Trump now.
And there goes the
And
curse.
the curse hits. Well, we'll have to see who the curse hit.
We gotta give it
It
back.
was one of the. It was one of the cadets, so not a huge loss for Trump. Right now, he has quite a few options. He can go for another cannoneer to develop them to.
Oh yeah.
And his best play is to just sacrifice the 0-1 to the Daughter of Frailty, because that 0-1 isn't going to do anything.
Yeah. Or he could have also used his skill there to.
But then again, the curse can still hit the 0-1. So he's gonna probably be keeping it just in case something happens. And here he goes getting rid of the curse.
And we get some hits to the core.
Still 2 mana left for him. Sorry, 2 essence left for Trump.
Yeah.
Probably gonna play the sharpshooter, get in with some of his demolish guys, and that's it for his turn.
Still getting those. Venom.
While Concentrated Venom is good for some of his larger minions, Concentrated Venom isn't really that efficient for smaller minions, because
It would be
right
a
now,
waste.
putting 3 acid on a unit that has one health, not the best thing, but still, it's a removal.
Acid Mist would really easily clear that up.
He's going to start
Going for
developing
the regeneration on the avatar.
some regeneration for his avatar, yep.
Well, that's what he needs at this point, because he has to start clearing something. with his avatar. There's no way around it.
Now we'll see if Trump can actually take care of that Vindicator this turn. Then, and he actually can for now, because he has both Cove Clod and an Igniter, so that's 2 damage from them. He has a Sharpshooter and Cannoneer to get rid of that Vindicator, so he can attack with the Kalai Stinger and finish off his avatar this turn.
Yeah.
Or another option is to buff his Sharpshooter. Then his Sharpshooter can trade efficiently into his Vindicator. We'll see what plan will he follow. There's also his
skill,
avatar skill that
his
can deal
skill
1 damage to a damaged minion. And
that's
he
what
is
that's what
indeed
he's
going
gonna
to
do.
buff his Sharpshooter and probably use his skill, because there's nothing else to use his energy on. There we go.
I think that was the most efficient way to do it. Also, he can put some damage into the enemy avatar, if I'm correct.
And that's it
a
for
subdued avatar.
Saffron. Another subdue, and there's a Messeth. So if he ever gets his opponent's avatar to a low health total again, that's gonna be very painful for him.
He decides
Get rid of
to
another
get rid
unit.
of the left side.
It's really good to spread your forces around against the Vestige because of Acid Mist.
Yeah, Acid Mist. And some core
And
damage.
that demolish unit really doing some work.
Well, we're going for overcharge here, obviously. There's not a lot of options. Can't use Concentrated Venom. Really no good targets for it either, so...
And he can't even use it because his avatar is...
Yeah. Subdued. There's a significant advantage to Trump right now. He can freely overcharge, has 2 leadership points, he can get that zap, get rid of the Hag really easily. And
he's
just
going
go
to
for the core.
Yeah, develop a very powerful Auric Templar here.
Oh yeah.
And after 1 more attack, the Cannoneer will attack for 6 damage. I don't think that he'll be able to keep up with that damage coming in. Good ordering by Trump.
Yeah.
Attacking before, attacking with his avatar before attacking with the Cannoneer.
And that's a pretty low HP. I mean, I think it's gonna be game next turn. Goku's avatar is back, but still no Acid Mist.
Well, even with Acid Mist, that means that he can't use Acid Mist and a Concentrated Venom in the same turn. The Concentrated Venom can get rid of the Auric Templar right now, but not much else. He has to get rid of that Cannoneer, because just 1 hit from the Cannoneer and it's game over for him.
It's a pretty tough situation right now, and I don't really think he can find a way out. Yeah. There goes the Concentrated Venom. Finally found a use for that.
Actually, he still has the Greater Arachne that can...
oh yeah, it can snare the whole lane.
One of the lanes.
Obviously gonna be the left side here. Since he's pretty comfortable with his HP, he could have attacked, but at this point it really doesn't matter what kind of damage he's going to deal to the enemy core, because it's pretty tight for him.
Trump will probably go for an overcharge here because he really needs those cards to push that damage in, but actually, if Trump raised 1 energy...
4 damage.
If Trump raised 1 energy,
3.
he could have lethal here, because the Spark Mage can give him a spark. He probably noticed it now.
Yeah.
But
Zap?
I don't think that his opponent has a lot to do to heal himself.
Maths.
Now he noticed it, but still, his opponent is in a really rough spot right now. While the Placid Larva is a very good minion to heal his core, he's going to be forced to actually use concentrated venom on his own larva. Even then, acid doesn't. That acid won't trigger on the end of his turn.
Yeah.
That acid will trigger at the end of Trump's turn.
Yeah.
He might be thinking about it, but
he definitely
it won't
is.
work.
He definitely
it won't
is.
work as well as he thinks it might work. Trump right now has two ways to score lethal. There's both Spark and his skill Flame Spark as well. Both are a Spark.
Yeah, I think there's no running away from this. Or hiding.
Getting rid of his minions. But unfortunately,
Relaxing.
this looks like it's going to be game for...
Yeah, it does. Oh, concentrated venom on the Cannoneer? Trading?
Yeah, but none of this really helps.
It
Helps
it
him
is-
because Trump has
it is
multiple
game
ways
for
to end this.
TrumpSC. Only thing it takes is to use a skill. Take whatever, overcharge, energy,
And that's it.
That's
Flame
it.
Spark, and
That's
there it goes. Trump wins another game.
2-0 for TrumpSC.